Hey everybody, One Weasm here, May 31st, 2014. Late at night, my nephew and I had a good day today. Yesterday we spent some time playing Mario Kart. I've got parts 1 through 4 up in the 50cc. Tonight I will be going through all 4 of the Retro Cups, so we'll have those unlocked. Tomorrow we're probably going to record some more multiplayer. Got some Minecraft Pocket Edition on tap, all sorts of stuff. He's got his laptop over here so we can play Minecraft PC. That said, one of the things that we did today that encompassed some time for us was my nephew's very first ever Custom Painted Skylander. More on that shortly. And Custom Painted Skylander number 3 for me, which, as you know by the title of the video, it is Mystic Hex. Now, before you see Mystic Hex, I need to show you what she was based off of. This, of course, is LightCore Hex. She eluded everyone in Skylanders Giants, as you can see by the orange base. Until, of course, Swap Force. She was kind of packaged in as like a pre-order bonus, if you will. People were still kind of worried about her, and now she is basically shelf fodder. Eventually, she'll probably be depleted and go away, and then people will panic. But for the time being, she is readily available. It's hit and miss on this, you know. Hex had some pretty cool poses. I kind of like her SSA one. This is an aggressive pose. The thing that bothers me, she looks really sinister like this. It's kind of like a fading red to black fade on the dress, which is cool, but the LightCore effect not up to par in my opinion. It could be more sinister, really, is what I'm trying to say. That said, I had a couple of extra ones of these, and so she makes a perfect candidate for custom painting. Now, just taking a look at her, we basically got the gray stone slate colored rock. We got the skull. Issue with the skull, you may not like the color, but it is glow in the dark. You gotta weigh that in. She is holding a crystal skull. She's pointing out like she just shot out some orbs. More on her top in just a little bit, but she's basically just wearing like a nice type of gown or something. Looks pretty intimidating. Now, Mystic Hex. You're thinking, okay, Mystic. I'm thinking, you know, mysterious, magic, something along those lines. How would you possibly do that? Well, here's what I did. We will slowly bring her into frame. You start to notice she is not black there. And then you start to see she is not black here. This is Mystic Hex. She is essentially a kind of like a lavender metallic color. Very magical, very mysterious. I debated for a long time what to do on top of her. Now, I always just assumed this was Hex's hair. For better or worse, I could be wrong. But there's like that little inlay there, almost like a headband or a top of a hood. I had initially just painted like right there. I'm using Mystic Hex's finger. The purple color. And then I thought, you know, that doesn't look quite right. I came in on these lines and I did like a accent front and back. Still didn't like it, and ultimately I just decided, you know what, I'm going to assume it's a hood, and I'm just going to go ahead and paint the whole thing. It actually turned out pretty well. My logic was it was all black here with no change in texture, so, you know, why not do it? But bringing her back out so you can kind of fully appreciate them side by side. I left the face. Why? I didn't really know what skin color to use with this color, so, you know, it worked well. I did change her fingernails from the black paint to the Mystic Purple, even below the skull. Now, where you'll really appreciate the color change, coming around here, it's kind of like a flat black, if you will. Spinning Mystic Hex around, you've got the purple metallic full on. Other thing, I mentioned the slate gray rocks. I debated this one. I was thinking of like a lipstick red color. I didn't know how it would look. I was seriously considering it. And then my nephew said, why don't you do it like a silver metallic or something? So that's what I did. I think it works well. The issue I have, when you have the metallic paint meet up with a non-metallic, it makes the non-metallic look really bad. So that kind of softened the blow there. Then the issue I had, the orange base. It looked horrible. With the skull, with the rocks, with the purple metallic dress, everything. So I made the transition from purple metallic to the silver rocks, and then I actually painted the base. Where you see orange on our regular LightCore Hex here, I've actually gone ahead and custom painted that the purple metallic. Why? It just looks better. This is kind of what I can dub the Mystic base now. And then to complete it, I went ahead And you can see this is the standard base. It's just your orange transparent, thing with the Undead Element logo. I went ahead and I actually painted the whole thing in my mystic purple, if you will. So I think it looks really well. I was surprised it took the paint that well. At first it didn't seem like it wanted to, but here's factory in my left hand that's shaking. Now in my right hand that's shaking, it is my Mystic Hex. So that is that. This is Mystic Hex. I did paint in here on the eyes and the nose, like the cranium, or the eye sockets, the nose cavity. Went ahead and treated that to purple metallic as well. I have debated coming in here on her like red fading to black portion and actually painting that full-on purple metallic. It kind of clashes with the red, to be honest with you. I've considered painting it a lipstick red. I've considered blacking it out. We've considered like a pearl white, maybe like a really light coat of any of those so the light still comes through. Not 100% sure, so for right now I just left her as is. If you've got any great ideas what to do with the red, let me know. If you've painted over it and you can confirm the light still shines through, throw that out there as well. But that is that. This is my Mystic Hex Custom Painted Skylander number 3 that will go in the collection. So hardcore Hex fans may not like it because obviously you're going to like black. You can't go wrong with black, I'll give it that. The black and the red, probably the best color combo for her. But this is kind of a spin-off. You got the extra figures, you need to distinguish them anyway. And it kind of lends like a pre-Undead Hex vibe to it. If you recall her story, she had to go into the world of the Undead, yada yada. She came out, she drastically changed. So maybe this is kind of more akin to what she was like prior to that experience. So I figured I'd run with that. I think it came out pretty nicely. But that is that. This is Custom Painted Skylander number 3. If you are interested in checking out Viper Strike, Green Rattleshake, Green Rattlesnake, whatever the name is officially going to be, or my legendary blue metallic, feel free to do so. Chase McCain is hidden. If you find him, make sure to post up. And more importantly, as I mentioned earlier, while I was working on Mystic Hex here, my nephew actually was cranking out his very first ever custom painted Skylander. So you want to kind of give a little teaser on that?
Yeah, check out my channel for the full, but this is part of his top half.
Ooh. All right, you got the teaser image there, so I know. I'll go ahead. I'll put a link down there in my video description. If you don't want to, yeah, if you don't want to do that, just go ahead. He is the Walkthrough King. He's the first featured channel on my own. You can check it out in that manner. But for myself and Mystic Hex here, thank you for watching. We'll try to see what Daphne thinks of this. I know she's a pretty hardcore Hex fan, and I figure if she approves of it, most of the rest of you will. But
who's Daphne?
She's on Twitter.
Oh.
So I'm a Skylander fan. But anyway, I will leave it at that. Again, this is the first in my Mystic line. There may be a couple others I do the Mystic treatment to. And again, the orange base always clashed with her in my opinion, so I took care of that here, and it almost blends in. It almost looks black in certain angles. Looks great from the bottom side. But Mystic Hex, here she is fully wrapped up and complete. Again, take the link back to my site, oneofweezem.com. You can see Legendary Blue Metallic Terrapin and Custom Paint number 2, which was, of course, little spin-off on Rattleshake for you. But for myself and the Walkthrough King, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out both channels. Make sure you subscribe for the latest. Hex is telling you to click that link.
Or else she's going to throw a skull at you.
Exactly. You
and
don't
use
want
that OP move.
Yeah, the wow pow from Janice. Yeah, she will totally unleash that. But don't make Hex angry. Go ahead and subscribe right now. But you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thanks for watching. And once more, Mystic Hex encourages you to check out the Walkthrough King's custom paint as well.
Do it.